Hey everyone, it's Catherine. Welcome back to my channel, Read, Journal, Love. And today I thought I would talk to you about what I plan on reading in June and what color inks and for my journal and my Bible scribing. So the first thing I wanted to share is that in my little journal with me video, I forgot to mention another tool that I use, and it's one of my favorite things, is this little sprocket. I got it on Amazon for like $90 or something around there, but it prints pictures like from your phone. You put an app on your phone and then you can print, and they come out like this, and they're stickers, and you can collage it. Like here I put 2 on one, and then you just fill it with more of these little zinc little photo squares or whatever. And so anyways, I forgot to mention this tool, and I use this a lot, so wanted to let you know about that. And then these are just a few things from today that I thought would look cute in my journal. So that's just kind of my thought process. And then for my books, next month I'm starting a new job, so I know that my brain is going to be, kind of absorbing a lot of new stuff at work. And so I'm not going to commit myself to a whole lot. But this month, my Bible, what do I call it again? My Biblical Studies Challenge was Women of the Bible. And this is something I saw at the thrift store in like December or January, and so I got it for this, but it's called From Eve to Esther, letting Old Testament women speak to us. I don't know anything about this book. I did notice there's also one about the New Testament women, but it doesn't sound like it's too academic. It's more just like motivational. But as you can see, somebody's already been highlighting in it. So I just thought this would be one I would like to do this month for that. Plus it was at the thrift store. And then last month when I went on my little outing with the friend that I met at the pen club, we stopped at a bookstore, and that was right there by the stationery store. And I thought this one was super cute. Eat Like a Heroine by Laura Lee Cracker and Jenny Williams. Nourish and Flourish with Bookish Stars, from Anna Green Gables to Zora Neale Hurston. And I just really thought, oh look, I'm kind of having an Anna Green Gables, what is it with me and words? Kind of missing those books. So anyways, I just thought that would be a fun read, So I got that. And then I just wanted to say that, I had mentioned the Not So Boring Bible Study. I gave that 5 stars. And this was the other one I was reading, and I gave it 4 stars. It was so good, but there was not a lot so much about his art. It was more about his beliefs living there in the Dutch area in his time. It was mostly between the Reformed and the Catholic, and then there was a group who eventually became the Anabaptists, and then who became, like the Quakers, and and then so on. But anyway, so it was like they were kind of trying to decide what exactly group that he fell in, and so it was it but it just was a little bit more about his art and really about him, because again, it's and the gospel. So I just kind of felt like a lot was missing, and so that I personally wanted out of the book, and how his pictures and faith was built around the gospel. I just felt like that was kind of like secondary to what they were really debating in it. So I gave it 4 stars. but I would still recommend it if you ever see it like at a thrift store or like a bookstore or something. I would recommend it. Okay, so then for my pens, I like I said in my last video, I'm kind of going with like a 70s vibe. And let me get back up here to the front to a blank page. So these are the colors that I picked over here. As you can see, it does look kind of 70s, don't you think? So I just inked the pens. So some of them, I don't know, hopefully they're ready to go. I have one pen left from the month of May, and that is my Twilight Periwinkle in the Kakuno, and I have it inked with Ajaccio, and I'm almost out. So yeah, see, I'm almost out, but that should last me the next couple days of Bible scribing and stuff. But that Ajaccio is just beautiful, and I think that's probably my favorite. I know that's my favorite Pilot Iroshizuku ink, but it just so calming to me. That hydrangea periwinkle blur, like a mild blurple ink, it's soothing to me. So I will finish that off. Then for the dark chocolate, I kind of have I tried to pick inks that had food names because the main ink that I want to use is avocado. So I was like, well, let's see what other food ones I can come up with. So here is dark chocolate, and I put it in a new pen I got myself for my birthday. This will be my first Benu pen, and some of them are just really too much, you know, as far as the sparkle and stuff goes for me. And then the colors, but then there was the Winnie the Pooh one, and I really liked that one, but it was really expensive, you know, because I think it's because it's the hand artist one. And so I kind of put that aside, but this one I really like. It's the blackberry mint, and I think this is part of that tea line with the Earl Grey, and then there's the pink one, the pink tea. Name's not coming to me, but I inked this one with the dark chocolate. This is the first time I've written as you're watching. So there we have the dark chocolate, and that is an ink by Robert Oster. It's one I really, really like. As you can see, it's kind of a dark brown, but then when you write, but there is purple in it. It comes out kind of a purple pink, and I got the full bottle of it. So that is Dark Chocolate by Robert Oster. And my swatching I do on the cream Tomoe River paper. I just cut out the little squares and I round the corners. Okay, so that's the Benu. The next one I'm going to be using is Pink Salt by Colorverse. This is one that at the Oklahoma City Pen Club, I got we put out samples, you know, and you can take them and play with them. So I picked up the Pink Salt, and I put that in a new pen to me. This is a Jinhao 20 in the Celestial Jade. And I mainly got this because I want to try an extra fine and in this style. So let's see if this one works. Oh, it's not coming out. I guess I need to ink the nib maybe. I should have tested it first, huh? Well, like I said, I just put the ink in there. It might need time to go into the feed, but that's the pen. Okay, so Pink Salt by Colorverse. The next one I wanted to do was Peach by Robert Oster, and this is one that I had a huge bottle, and I just know, but Peach is so light, so I got myself a sample, and I took the rest to Pen Club to let other people use it. And I put that one, let's hope it works, in this Pilot Prera that I really like. And again, this is very light. So we will see. If it just feels too light to me, I might end up replacing it with the Southwest Sunset by Noodlers, because that's one of my favorite inks. But I still think it looks really pretty. And so that is Peach by Robert Oster in my Pilot Prera, and I have that with a medium nib, which I thought would be good with it being such a light ink to use the medium. The next one I have is one of my all-time favorites, Cafe Crema by Robert Oster. And I have this in a new pen that my husband got me for my birthday, and it is a Pilot 743 in the black with the fine medium. I didn't get the Vertigro one because I already have a Pilot Custom 74 in green that I got from Jet Pens, and so I ordered this one from the choice of me getting a 743. And I chose the 743 over the 823 because the 823 is a vacuum and this is a cartridge converter, and I only use an ink in it for maybe a couple weeks to a month, and so the vacuum thing seemed less productive for me. And it's the same nib and the same feel and everything as far as the pen goes. It's just that filling mechanism that makes the difference from my understanding. So I chose the 743, and so this would be a big nib. I haven't used one like this. Again, I got it in the fine medium, and I put in here the Cafe Crema, and let's just hope. Well, it's not coming out either. I just inked it. You know, it's been one of those days. Maybe if I take the Cafe Crema and put the nib in it. Let's hope I'm still in the camera. Did I even get anything on it? I've about used this one up. I need to learn like how to like put it in a smaller bottle. You know, like how can I change it to be something smaller now that it's getting so low? Okay, so here's Cafe Crema, one of my favorites. And it is also by Robert Oster. It's hard to write and keep my handwriting looking decent on this thing when I'm filming. So again, this is my Pilot 743 in the black body in a fine medium with the Cafe Crema. And then lastly, now I know this one works because I've had it inked for a couple days, is Avocado by Robert Oster. And y'all, I had to have this one. Like, this is like one of the other, if I was to get another SD, this would be the one that I would have gotten. And at Yoseka, they had this one with a fine flex nib, and I don't have any flex nibs of any sort, and so I thought, okay, let's do that. And I love these colors. Like, I have a, you know, I just love these kind of colors, and so it's called Sea Glass. And so in this one, I have the Avocado by Robert Oster. Now, again, this is a flex, so from my understanding, you're not supposed to flex too much, but you kind of like, I don't know, I'm gonna work with it, but it kind of like makes it more shading or something. I'm not quite sure, but I will learn. And but at least I can say I have a flex nib now for my collection. And so those are the inks that I chose. I will put them all back out here. Y'all are probably wondering, why does her calendar say July when it is the May 30th? Well, that is because I keep spilling inks and I've gone all the way through to July. So those are the inks. Can you see them all on the screen? Those are all the inks that I have decided for the month of what's coming up, June. And then I wanted to show you just, I have this avocado washi. Perfect, huh? Then the leopard would be fun for the brown, the Cafe Crema. And then I have these two to kind of go with the peach. And then this to go with the peach and the avocado and the brown. It's kind of a floral, pretty floral one. And then I picked these two out because they kind of seem to go with the color scheme. So those are my washies. And then for my swatching, I have been through, tried several different types of glass pens and sailor pens and you know, but I have come to just like this Speedball nib in the B1 that I got off Amazon. And the Pilot Iroshizuku is like, and I got it in a medium, it's the best one that I've used for swatching. And like I said, I've tried many different things over the past 6 months. So I would suggest these. And this Amazon, and this I got off of, I think I got this one through Van Ness. And so anyways, that's all I had today. Just wanted to share my inks, and I hope everybody has enjoyed their Saturday. Today was my birthday, and we had a party, and my aunts came from out of town, and my sister and her man, and my mom and her man, and me and my man. It was just a good time. And anyways, thank you so much for watching. Bye.